Welcome back to the channel, where ordinary pocket change turns into unbelievable stories that can completely change the way you look at money. Today's video is one you absolutely don't want to miss, because we're diving into the top 10 most valuable Washington quarter dollar coins. Coins that many people have spent, saved, or even overlooked without realizing their incredible potential. At first glance, these quarters look completely normal, the kind you might find in your pocket or coin jar, but hidden details, rare minting mistakes, limited production varieties, and overlooked conditions have turned some of these coins into collectibles worth more than most people's cars, and in extraordinary cases, even entire homes. If you've ever held a Washington quarter and thought it was just ordinary spare change, this video could completely change your perspective. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar of 1965 is a coin that immediately evokes a sense of history, craftsmanship, and American heritage. Struck in a pivotal year for U.S. coinage, it stands as a symbol of a transitional moment when the United States shifted from silver to clad coinage, marking an important milestone for collectors and historians alike. This coin carries the distinguished profile of George Washington on its obverse, a design first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The portrait itself, created by John Flanagan, has remained timeless, embodying strength, dignity, and leadership. Even in black, dirty condition, the coin's historical aura is unmistakable. On the reverse side, the coin features the traditional eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both military strength and the desire for peace. This design connects the coin to American ideals, serving as a reminder of the nation's values during the mid-20th century. The 1965 Washington quarter was part of a major shift in American coinage. Following the Coinage Act of 1965, U.S. quarters transitioned from 90% silver to a copper-nickel clad composition. This makes the 1965 quarter highly significant because it represents the beginning of the modern clad era. Without a mint mark, the 1965 Washington quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which historically was the primary producer of the nation's coins. Coins from Philadelphia during this era were widely circulated, yet finding one today, even in less than perfect condition, carries collectible interest. The black, dirty condition of this coin tells a story of everyday American life. These coins were handled by millions of people, passed from hand to hand in commerce, and became part of the daily fabric of society. This type of wear adds a layer of narrative that is deeply appreciated by collectors who value history as much as aesthetics. Collectors are often fascinated by the unique features of the 1965 quarter. Unlike earlier Washington quarters struck in silver, this coin features the copper-nickel clad composition, giving it a distinct feel and weight that differs from pre-1965 issues. It marks a turning point in coinage history and is essential for any collection of modern quarters. Even in black, dirty condition, the coin retains major design elements. The outline of Washington's profile and the details of the eagle on the reverse remain discernible, allowing collectors to study the artistry and historical significance despite heavy circulation. The rarity of this coin does not lie in its mintage. Millions were produced, but in the survival of coins that maintain recognizable detail and integrity after decades of circulation. Coins that still show elements of design despite being heavily used are increasingly valued in today's numismatic market. Collector demand for the 1965 Washington quarter remains strong due to its transitional nature. Many collectors seek examples to complete series sets, comparing the 1965 clad issues to earlier silver quarters, and noting the subtle differences in color, texture, and detail. The current market value of a 1965 quarter in black, dirty condition may not reach the heights of higher-grade examples, yet it is still significant because of historical interest. Even heavily circulated coins serve as entry points for collectors aiming to complete series or to explore the history of U.S. coinage. Coins in black, dirty condition can sometimes reveal hidden value. Careful cleaning by a professional, or simply preserving the patina, can reveal subtle details that were once obscured, potentially increasing the coin's appeal to knowledgeable collectors. For collectors, attention to the coin's surfaces and edges is important. Even when blackened or dirty, a 1965 quarter can reveal die markers, minting characteristics, or other subtle details that tell a story about the coin's production and circulation. The historical context of 1965 adds another layer of significance. The United States was navigating economic changes, cultural shifts, and international challenges. Coins from this era capture a moment in time, linking collectors to the stories of everyday Americans who used these coins decades ago. The composition of the coin is a unique feature. Unlike its silver predecessors, the 1965 quarter's copper-nickel-clad structure makes it more durable, yet it also reacts differently to environmental factors, often turning black with oxidation over time. This coloration tells a story of age, handling, and history. Collectors prize coins that demonstrate provenance and authenticity. A 1965 Washington quarter, even in dirty condition, verified by reputable sources or professionally authenticated, can be a valuable addition to a collection focused on modern coinage history. The coin's design itself carries layers of symbolism. Washington's profile on the obverse symbolizes leadership and integrity, while the eagle clutching arrows and olive branch communicates a dual message of strength and peace, a timeless message that continues to resonate today. Even in black, dirty condition, the coin offers visual appeal to collectors who appreciate the story told through wear. Every mark and discoloration is a testament to its journey through time, providing a tangible connection to American life in the mid-20th century. The scarcity in well-preserved examples drives collector interest. While millions of these quarters were minted, fewer survive in grades higher than very fine, making even heavily circulated coins a necessary piece for completionists. Auction results demonstrate that interest in 1965 quarters remains steady. Collectors actively seek coins from this pivotal year to compare with other issues, study minting changes, and explore variations in die strikes. Collectors are advised to store these coins carefully. Even if they remain blackened or dirty, proper storage in a dry, temperature-controlled environment prevents further deterioration and preserves their historical and collectible value. The coin's color and condition, while less visually striking than higher-grade examples, tell a unique story. The blackened surfaces reflect decades of handling, circulation, and interaction with the American public, transforming the coin into a historical artifact. For new collectors, the 1965 Washington quarter offers an accessible way to enter the numismatic world. Its abundance allows for affordable acquisition, yet its historical and transitional significance provides meaningful educational value. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1971 is a coin that immediately captures the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. This coin represents an era of transition in American coinage, bridging the gap between classic designs and modern circulation coins. Its historical importance makes it a fascinating subject for any numismatics collection. The 1971 Washington quarter features the familiar obverse design of George Washington, crafted by John Flanagan. Washington's profile has become an enduring symbol of American leadership, and his depiction on this coin captures both elegance and authority. Even in very fine condition, the details of his profile remain sharp and distinguished. On the reverse, the coin displays the iconic eagle with wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with an olive branch beneath. This design embodies both strength and peace, a timeless message that continues to resonate with collectors and historians alike. The 1971 coin is particularly notable because it was minted during the period when quarters were made entirely from a copper-nickel-clad composition. Unlike pre-1965 silver quarters, this coin marked the continued adaptation of U.S. coinage to modern materials, maintaining durability while reducing cost. The D-Mint mark on this 1971 quarter indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing high-quality coinage in significant quantities. While millions were produced, finding coins in very fine condition today is a mark of careful preservation and adds to its collectible appeal. Collectors often appreciate the subtle details of this coin, even in very fine condition. The sharpness of Washington's hair, the intricate lines of the eagle's feathers, and the clarity of the lettering all contribute to its visual appeal, making it a highly desirable piece for collectors focused on design quality. The coin's historical context adds an additional layer of value. The early 1970s were a period of economic change and social evolution in the United States, and coins from this era carry the story of everyday life during a time of national transformation. One of the unique features of the 1971 Washington quarter is its composition. While it is part of the modern copper-nickel series, it still maintains the classic feel of traditional quarters, making it appealing both visually and tactically for collectors. The rarity of the 1971 Denver quarter lies not in its numbers, but in its condition. Very fine coins retain much of their original detail and have avoided the heavy wear that many quarters from this era experienced in circulation, making them highly sought after. Collector demand for this coin remains robust because it represents a key period in the evolution of U.S. coinage. It is essential for anyone completing a series of Washington quarters, especially those focused on the post-1965 clad issues. The current market value of a 1971 D quarter in very fine condition reflects both its collectability and its historical significance. While not as high as rare silver issues, it commands respect among collectors who appreciate its transitional nature and design fidelity. Even coins that are not in pristine condition can tell a story. This 1971 quarters where patterns show decades of handling, commerce, and circulation, connecting collectors to the daily lives of Americans from the early 1970s. Collectors are drawn to the coin's subtle variations and minting characteristics. Slight differences in die strikes, edge lettering, and minor anomalies can all enhance interest and value, providing a treasure hunt for meticulous numismatists. The coin's design is a continuation of a legacy that began with the original 1932 Washington quarter. Every coin in this lineage carries a connection to history, making each piece, even from 1971, an important artifact of American culture. Even in very fine condition, the coin's obverse details remain striking. The clarity of Washington's facial features, the contours of his hair, and the definition of his attire all make this coin visually engaging and historically significant. The reverse eagle, while standardized, carries intricate details that collectors appreciate. The feathers, arrows, and olive branch all demonstrate the skill of the original engraver and provide a tactile experience for enthusiasts handling the coin. The coin's value is also reinforced by its status as part of a nationwide series. Washington quarters remain one of the most popular collecting series in the U.S., and 1971 issues are a must-have for anyone pursuing a complete collection of Denver Mint coins. Collectors should note that coins in very fine condition are increasingly rare as circulation and handling over the decades have taken their toll. Each surviving coin represents a preserved piece of history, making it both collectible and educational. Professional authentication can enhance a coin's marketability. Verified 1971 D quarters in very fine condition provide assurance to buyers and reinforce their place as collectible items of historical importance. The coin is also valuable for its educational content. Studying a 1971 quarter reveals details about minting techniques, material composition, and the broader economic and historical context of the era, adding layers of learning for collectors and enthusiasts alike. The coin's copper-nickel composition allows it to endure handling and circulation, but very fine examples demonstrate careful preservation and offer insight into how coins age over time. Collectors often seek coins from specific mints and years to complete chronological sets, and the 1971 D quarter is an essential piece for those dedicated to Denver Mint series collections. Even when compared to other post-1965 quarters, the 1971 Denver Mint coin stands out for its design consistency, tactile qualities, and collectible appeal. It remains an attractive coin for display, study, or investment. The market value for this coin continues to grow steadily as collectors prioritize completing series and acquiring examples in very fine or better condition, making it a reliable addition to any collection. Coins like this also have storytelling power. They connect owners to the daily experiences of Americans during the early 1970s, offering a tangible connection to history that goes beyond mere monetary value. For collectors, attention to the coin's edges and surface details can reveal subtle characteristics. Even small differences in strike quality or where patterns can affect desirability and valuation. Storage and preservation are key. Very fine coins should be housed in protective holders to prevent further wear, ensuring that their historical and numismatic value is maintained for generations. The coin's design, history, and condition make it an ideal piece for teaching new collectors about the evolution of U.S. coinage. It serves as both a collectible and an educational tool, highlighting the craftsmanship and historical significance of everyday objects. Even in circulated condition, the 1971 D quarter retains market relevance and collector interest. Its story, design, and place in the Washington Quarter series ensure ongoing demand and appreciation. Next up, the Washington Quarter Dollar from 1982 is a fascinating coin that captures both the artistry and history of American coinage. As part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, this particular issue stands out for collectors due to its unique position in the evolution of post-1965 clad quarters and its ongoing popularity among numismatists. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P Mint mark, and carries the enduring image of George Washington on the obverse. This profile has become one of the most recognizable depictions of an American president on coinage, offering a sense of historical continuity and patriotic symbolism. The obverse design, created by John Flanagan in 1932, features Washington's dignified profile, complete with carefully engraved hair, pronounced facial features, and a composed expression. Even in circulated condition, the artistry of this design remains evident and draws admiration from collectors who value historical and aesthetic significance. On the reverse, the coin showcases the American bald eagle, a symbol of strength, freedom, and resilience. The eagle clutches a bundle of arrows, with an olive branch beneath, representing both the country's readiness for defense and its desire for peace. This timeless design continues to captivate coin enthusiasts decades after its introduction. The 1982 Washington quarter is particularly interesting because it represents an era when the U.S. Mint had refined its copper-nickel-clad production techniques. Unlike earlier silver quarters, these coins are composed of a durable outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core, ensuring longevity even in circulation. Collectors often note the appeal of the 1982 coin's surface and texture. Even in circulated condition, coins that have survived decades of use without excessive wear are highly sought after, as they showcase the passage of time while preserving much of the original design detail. The rarity of the 1982 P quarter is not due to limited mintage, as millions were struck. Rather, it is the condition that makes a difference for collectors. Very well-preserved examples, even in circulation, are valuable because they provide a clearer view of the intricate features of Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse. The historical context of this coin enhances its appeal. The early 1980s were a period of economic transformation in the United States, and coins from this era offer a tangible connection to everyday life, commerce, and monetary circulation during that time. Unique features of the 1982 quarter include subtle variations in die strikes, including slight differences in lettering, rim thickness, and eagle feather detailing. Collectors often appreciate spotting these minor anomalies, as they provide insight into the minting process and make each coin distinct. Despite its circulated condition, the 1982 P quarter maintains a strong presence in collector circles because of its status as part of the Philadelphia Mint series. Coins from this mint are essential for completing chronological collections or for those assembling state and modern issue series. Market demand for the 1982 Washington quarter remains steady due to its affordability and accessibility. Even collectors with modest budgets can acquire a piece of history, making it a practical yet desirable addition to any numismatic collection. The value of the coin is influenced by its condition. Circulated coins, while not commanding as high a price as uncirculated or graded examples, are still prized for their historical authenticity, showing the natural where that comes from decades of use in commerce. For those studying American coins, the 1982 quarter offers insight into post-1965 minting techniques, including the transition from silver to clad coinage and the challenges of mass production while maintaining artistic integrity. Collectors often seek coins with minimal corrosion, clear lettering, and well-defined design elements. A circulated 1982 quarter that retains these features is particularly desirable because it reflects both durability and historical significance. This coin's copper-nickel composition provides a tactile quality that differs from older silver issues. Handling these coins allows collectors to appreciate the weight, texture, and sound that distinguish them from other quarters. The 1982 P quarter also serves as an excellent teaching piece for new collectors. It illustrates the evolution of U.S. coinage, the importance of mint marks, and how condition affects collectability and market value. Even circulated coins can carry stories of the past. This quarter may have passed through countless hands, traveled across the nation, and witnessed decades of commerce, providing a tangible connection to everyday American life. Collectors should pay attention to the edges, lettering, and overall surface condition when evaluating a coin. Any signs of unusual wear, luster, or minting irregularities can enhance interest and, in some cases, value. The coin's design has remained unchanged for decades, underscoring the timeless appeal of the Washington Quarter series. This continuity makes each coin a valuable part of a historical narrative that spans generations of American currency. While silver coins may hold higher intrinsic metal value, modern copper-nickel issues like the 1982 P quarter are appreciated for their collectability, accessibility, and the opportunity they provide to complete series without significant financial investment. Even circulated coins can be displayed beautifully in albums or protective holders. Collectors often appreciate coins that retain clarity in the central design, even if minor edge wear or surface scratches are present. The 1982 p quarter's place in the coin market continues to be reinforced by collector demand. Philadelphia Mint issues are essential for anyone seeking a comprehensive set, and coins in very good circulated condition still offer aesthetic appeal and historical relevance. Collectors may also find interest in varieties or minor die differences from the 1982 mintage. These small details can make certain examples more desirable, further encouraging careful examination and collection. In today's market, circulated 1982 p quarters can range in value depending on condition, rarity of specific examples, and collector interest. Even without premium grading, these coins hold consistent market appeal due to their historical significance and connection to the Washington Quarter Series. Coins like this are excellent starting points for beginner collectors, offering both educational value and a tangible piece of American history without requiring a large investment. Storage is important. Even circulated coins should be kept in protective sleeves or coin albums to prevent further wear and preserve their collectible value for future appreciation. The 1982 p Washington Quarter also highlights the evolution of minting techniques over time, demonstrating advances in striking, materials, and production efficiency. Collectors who study these details gain a deeper appreciation of numismatics as both a hobby and a science. Even in circulated condition, this coin remains highly desirable due to its design, history, and role in the broader Washington Quarter Series. Its accessibility allows collectors of all levels to engage with the hobby meaningfully. The coin's status as a transitional copper-nickel issue adds to its charm. Next up, the Washington Quarter Dollar from 1967 holds a significant place in American numismatic history. This particular coin is a product of the Philadelphia Mint, and its lack of a mint mark signifies its origin, which is an important detail for collectors and enthusiasts seeking to complete their Washington Quarter Series. As part of the post-1965 clad quarters, the 1967 Washington Quarter reflects a critical period in U.S. coinage when the mint transitioned fully from silver to copper-nickel clad coins. This change was driven by rising silver prices and the need to produce durable coins for daily circulation. The obverse features the timeless portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932. Washington's dignified profile, with sharp lines and finely detailed hair, continues to captivate collectors and casual observers alike. Even in very fine condition, this coin retains much of the detail that highlights the artistry of Flanagan design. The reverse of the coin showcases the iconic American bald eagle, wings outstretched, and clutching arrows in an olive branch. This imagery represents the nation's commitment to peace while remaining prepared for defense, making the design both symbolic and historically resonant. Collectors value the 1967 quarter for its transitional status. While it lacks silver content, its copper-nickel clad composition offers longevity, resisting wear and corrosion far better than older silver issues when handled or circulated. One of the unique features of this coin lies in its striking clarity, even in very fine condition. The eagle's feathers, Washington's facial features, and the lettering remain remarkably well-defined, which enhances its appeal in the collector's market. Despite being a circulation coin, examples in very fine condition are increasingly sought after. They provide a tangible connection to American history and everyday commerce during the late 1960s, a time of both cultural change and economic growth in the United States. The 1967 Washington Quarter is a part of a broader series that started in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, collectors have come to cherish each minting as a representation of its era, and the 1967 issue is no exception. Collectors often note subtle variations in die strikes or minor anomalies that can occur with large mintage numbers. These slight differences make each coin unique and provide additional interest for those studying minting techniques and production history. Even in circulated or very fine condition, the coin's surface reveals the passage of decades, offering an authentic glimpse into the coin's journey through countless hands and transactions. This does not diminish its value. Rather, it adds historical depth. The coin's durability owes much to its copper-nickel composition. This blend provides both the heft and resilience needed for coins in daily use, ensuring that the details remain visible long after minting. Collectors often appreciate coins like the 1967 quarter because they are accessible, yet carry the prestige of historical relevance. They serve as excellent additions for both beginner and advanced numismatists seeking to fill gaps in their collections. The coin is highly valued not because of scarcity, but because condition matters significantly in collector markets. Very fine examples maintain crisp detail that enhances both aesthetic appeal and monetary value. From a historical perspective, the 1967 quarter represents the American economy and culture of the late 1960s. It circulated during an era marked by social change, technological progress, and growing interest in coin collecting as a hobby. Its minting technique provides insights into mid-20th century U.S. coin production. The copper-nickel-clad layers were carefully bonded to the core, reflecting the mint's commitment to producing durable, high-quality coinage. Collectors seeking to understand the evolution of coinage can use this quarter as a study piece. The design consistency of Washington's portrait alongside evolving minting materials offers a compelling narrative about the nation's approach to currency. The coin's edge, lettering, and rim are critical for evaluation. In very fine condition, these features remain distinct, allowing collectors to verify authenticity and assess the coin's grade and market value. Even circulated coins hold appeal when the central design retains clarity. Washington's portrait, the eagle, and the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar remain sharp, making it visually satisfying. The 1967 Washington quarter is often included in complete series collections, particularly because coins without a mint mark from this period are necessary for chronological sets. Completing a series adds significant prestige to a collector's portfolio. Collectors appreciate coins like this not just for their monetary value, but also for their educational value. Examining wear patterns, striking quality, and overall condition provides insights into the history of U.S. coinage. Current market trends show that very fine examples of the 1967 Washington quarter command solid interest, reflecting steady collector demand. While not extraordinarily rare, condition and preservation play a crucial role in value. Even coins in circulated condition can be displayed attractively in albums or holders, allowing enthusiasts to appreciate their historical and artistic significance without risking further wear. Collectors also examine subtle die variations or minor imperfections that may occur with mass production. These details can sometimes increase a coin's desirability among specialized numismatists. The 1967 quarter's design has stood the test of time. Over 50 years later, it remains instantly recognizable, offering continuity in American coinage that connects generations of collectors and citizens alike. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1965 is a remarkable coin that embodies a pivotal moment in American numismatic history. Produced without a mint mark, it originates from the Philadelphia Mint, reflecting an era when coinage underwent a major transformation in composition and circulation. This coin is part of the Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1965, the series had been in production for over 3 decades, with each issue representing a small piece of American history. The 1965 Washington quarter holds particular significance because it marks the first year of the clad composition for quarters. Before this, quarters were made of 90% silver, but rising silver prices forced the U.S. Mint to transition to a copper-nickel clad core, altering the coin's composition while maintaining its iconic design. The obverse of the coin showcases John Flanagan's classic portrait of George Washington. Even in very fine condition, the details of Washington's profile remain crisp, from the carefully engraved hair to the dignified expression on his face, giving the coin timeless appeal. On the reverse, the American bald eagle spreads its wings across a symbolic array of arrows and an olive branch. This imagery represents both the nation's preparedness for defense and its commitment to peace, making the design both symbolic and historically significant. Collectors are often drawn to the 1965 quarter because it represents a major turning point in coin production. The transition from silver to clad coins reflects economic realities of the time while preserving the beauty and symbolism of the original design. Despite being a circulation coin, examples in very fine condition are increasingly sought after by collectors. The coin retains a pleasing balance of wear and detail, with its major design elements intact, making it an attractive piece for both display and collection purposes. The 1965 Washington quarter was minted in massive numbers, yet its historical context and condition make it highly desirable. Coins without a mint mark are particularly valued because they provide an authentic representation of Philadelphia's production during this transformative year. The very fine condition of this coin ensures that both the obverse and reverse designs maintain sharpness. Washington's facial features are still defined, and the eagle's wings and feathers remain discernible, which enhances the coin's value in collector markets. In addition to its visual appeal, this coin carries educational significance. It serves as a tangible link to mid-20th century American history, connecting collectors to the social and economic circumstances that influenced coin production during the 1960s. The coin's composition of copper-nickel-clad layers over a pure copper core ensures durability. This structure allows the coin to withstand decades of circulation while maintaining much of its original detail, especially when preserved in very fine condition. Collectors often appreciate 1965 quarters because they mark the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage. The change in composition reflects a practical response to economic pressures while keeping the legacy of Washington's portrait intact. The coin's edge, rim, and inscriptions are all critical for evaluation. In very fine examples, the lettering of United States of America and quarter dollar remains prominent, allowing collectors to easily verify authenticity and grade the coin with confidence. Even though this coin circulated widely, its preserved condition allows it to appeal to both new and experienced numismatists. The combination of historical significance, design integrity, and survivability makes it a standout piece in collections. Market demand for 1965 Washington quarters in very fine condition remains strong. While not scarce in raw numbers, condition is a key determinant in pricing, with well-preserved coins commanding higher value among collectors. This coin is an excellent addition for those aiming to complete a chronological series of Washington quarters. Its placement in 1965 represents a key transition year, making it an essential piece for series completeness. Collectors also value this quarter because it demonstrates subtle differences in die strikes and minor variations that can occur during mass production. Observing these nuances can be both educational and rewarding. The 1965 Washington quarter offers insight into the era's coinage technology. The precision of the copper-nickel bonding process and the clarity of the designs highlight the skill of mid-20th century minting techniques. Even circulated coins in very fine condition are suitable for display. They can be showcased in albums, holders, or numismatic frames, allowing collectors to appreciate both their aesthetic and historical value without risking further wear. Collectors seeking coins from pivotal years appreciate the 1965 quarter because it symbolizes a shift in American minting practices while remaining visually faithful to the original Washington design. The coin's historical context adds to its collectible appeal. Circulating during a period of economic change and cultural transformation, it serves as a tangible connection to the 1960s United States. Despite being widely circulated, coins in very fine condition, like this example, retain enough detail to satisfy collectors seeking both beauty and authenticity. The coin's resilience over time demonstrates the quality of its production. The 1965 Washington quarter is also a great teaching tool for those interested in the evolution of U.S. coinage. Its composition, design, and historical significance combine to provide a comprehensive overview of the era's numismatic developments. The coin's enduring appeal lies in its combination of historical relevance and accessibility. It is an affordable yet meaningful collectible, bridging the gap between casual coin enthusiasts and serious numismatists. For collectors, proper storage in protective holders or albums preserves both the aesthetic quality and value of the coin. Even decades after minting, careful handling ensures that the coin remains a vibrant part of any collection. In conclusion, The 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in very fine condition represents a unique blend of history, artistry, and collectible value. Its transitional significance, design integrity, and enduring popularity make it an essential piece for collectors of all levels. Owning this coin allows collectors to hold a piece of American history, connect with a pivotal year in U.S. coinage, and participate in a thriving collector market where condition, rarity, and historical context come together to create lasting value. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1997, bearing the P Mint mark, represents a coin that carries both historical significance and collector appeal. Produced in Philadelphia, it is a part of the long-running Washington quarter series that has captured the attention of numismatists for decades. This 1997 quarter reflects the ongoing legacy of the Washington series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The continuity of the design symbolizes both the nation's respect for its first president and the enduring artistry of U.S. coinage. In 1997, the United States Mint continued to produce quarters with a copper-nickel-clad composition, maintaining a balance between durability and aesthetic appeal. This ensures that coins, even in circulated condition, retain much of their original detail and design integrity. The obverse of the coin features John Flanagan's iconic portrait of George Washington. Even with signs of circulation, this coin maintains a recognizable depiction of the president, with key details of his facial features and hairline still visible. On the reverse, the eagle spreads its wings in a bold display, clutching arrows and an olive branch. This imagery remains a symbol of strength, vigilance, and peace, echoing the values of the nation while providing a visually appealing design for collectors. Collectors find this 1997 quarter intriguing because it represents a period of modern production where the mint maintained high-quality standards while striking millions of coins for everyday use. Despite large mintages, well-preserved examples are still desirable. The circulated condition of this coin adds character while still retaining much of its original appeal. Coins in circulated condition often show a soft patina and slight wear, which many collectors appreciate for their authentic historical journey. While not as rare as some older quarters, the 1997 Washington quarter has become increasingly sought after in the collector market, particularly those examples that show minimal wear and retain a pleasing visual appearance. The P Mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, one of the most significant and historic U.S. mint facilities. Coins from Philadelphia carry a certain prestige and are often sought after by collectors who specialize in mint-specific series. Collectors often focus on subtle details when assessing the value of a circulated quarter, including the clarity of the lettering, the depth of the eagle's feathers, and the overall condition of Washington's portrait. These features can make a notable difference in the market value. The 1997 Washington quarter holds educational significance as well, offering a tangible link to late 20th century American coinage. It illustrates both the continuity of classic designs and the practical approach to modern minting practices. The coin's composition of a copper-nickel-clad core ensures durability while maintaining a pleasing appearance. This composition allows the coin to endure decades of handling and circulation, preserving much of its original design. Collectors often seek 1997 quarters to complete state and commemorative series, as they represent a transitional period in modern coinage with consistent design features and widespread circulation. Even in circulated condition, the coin retains enough detail to make it visually appealing. Washington's facial features remain identifiable, and the eagle's design elements still display depth and form, making it suitable for display in albums or collections. The rarity of this coin in higher-grade circulated examples adds to its appeal. Collectors often compare coins from different mints and years, seeking subtle differences in strikes and die variations that make each coin unique. The market value of the 1997 Washington quarter in circulated condition is influenced by its preservation and visual appeal. Coins that retain a strong luster and minimal wear can command higher prices than those that are heavily worn or damaged. Collectors value the 1997 quarter for its combination of history, design, and accessibility. While widely produced, the coin represents a tangible piece of late 20th century America and remains a key piece for series completion. For beginners, this quarter provides an approachable entry point into numismatics. Its availability allows collectors to obtain a piece of U.S. history without high cost, while its design and condition make it enjoyable to study and display. Advanced collectors also find interest in this coin due to subtle die variations and the potential for higher-grade examples. Coins with minimal circulation are particularly attractive for those seeking quality additions to their collection. Proper care and storage are essential to preserving the coin's value. Using protective holders, albums, or cases helps prevent further wear and maintains the coin's visual appeal for years to come. The 1997 Washington quarter also serves as a bridge between traditional coin designs and modern numismatic developments, reflecting the mint's attention to both artistry and durability. Collectors can gain insight into production trends, circulation patterns, and minting techniques by examining coins like this. It is a small yet powerful window into the workings of the U.S. Mint during the late 1990s. Even circulated coins offer the chance to explore historical context, design elements, and the broader economic and cultural backdrop of their era. The 1997 quarter embodies all of these qualities, making it more than just currency. Its enduring popularity lies in the combination of historical significance, recognizable design, and accessibility. Whether collected individually or as part of a larger series, this coin is a meaningful and visually appealing addition. Collectors often seek this coin to complete state quarter series, as 1997 marked one of the early years of the 50 state quarters program, enhancing its collectible significance. In conclusion, the Washington quarter dollar 1997 P Mint mark, circulated condition, represents a harmonious blend of history, artistry, and collector value. Its design, condition, and continuing appeal make it an essential piece for coin enthusiasts. Owning this coin provides collectors with a direct connection to American numismatic history, a visually pleasing addition to any collection, and a piece that continues to maintain value in a competitive market. The 1997 Washington quarter is a coin that invites study, appreciation, and collection, offering both aesthetic satisfaction and historical insight. It exemplifies why even modern circulated coins can become cherished and valuable collectibles. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1987, minted in Denver as indicated by the D Mint mark, represents a fascinating piece of modern American numismatic history. Despite being minted in large numbers, this coin continues to hold collector appeal due to its design, minting history, and the potential for rarity in higher quality examples. This 1987 quarter is a continuation of the iconic Washington series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The series has become one of the most enduring and recognizable in U.S. coinage, combining historical tribute with practical circulation use. The obverse design of the coin features the classic portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan, which has graced quarters for decades. Even in a dirty condition, the coin maintains a clear impression of Washington's profile, giving collectors a tangible connection to this historical figure. On the reverse, the eagle spreads its wings proudly, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both military readiness and a desire for peace. These details remain identifiable even when the coin shows the signs of wear and circulation. The 1987 Washington quarter is composed of a copper-nickel clad, a combination that ensures durability while retaining a pleasing visual aesthetic over time. This makes the coin highly resilient, even for pieces that have experienced heavy circulation. Despite its dirty condition, this coin has significant collector value because it represents a specific year and mint that are essential for completing collections, especially for those who focus on the late 20th century Washington quarters. Collectors are drawn to this coin for its historical context. 1987 was a year when the U.S. economy was growing steadily, and coins like this were being minted in massive quantities for everyday commerce. Yet finding them in decent condition today is becoming increasingly interesting. The Denver Mint mark indicates that this quarter was struck at one of the most prominent U.S. mint facilities, which is known for high-quality coinage. Coins with the D Mint mark often appeal to collectors who aim to assemble full mint sets or compare mint-specific characteristics. Even though the coin shows visible dirt and wear, it remains highly collectible due to its potential to be cleaned professionally or preserved in its natural patina, which can be desirable for collectors who appreciate coins with authentic circulation history. The 1987 Washington quarter is considered a modern collectible coin, bridging the gap between classic designs and the modern minting era. Its design remains consistent, reflecting both tradition and continuity in U.S. coinage. The coin's appeal is enhanced by its accessibility. It allows collectors to acquire a historical piece without significant investment while still providing the satisfaction of owning a coin with decades of history. Unique features of this coin include the sharpness of the design elements despite wear, such as the contours of Washington's face, the texture of his hair, and the details on the eagle's wings. These elements can still be appreciated in a dirty circulated coin. Rarity for the 1987 Washington quarter arises not from its mintage numbers, but from finding examples that show better preservation or minimal damage. Coins with clear details and original strike are more sought after by collectors. In today's market, circulated coins like this typically range in moderate value, but well-struck examples, or those with unusual characteristics, can fetch higher prices at auctions or private sales. Collectors often look for coins with minimal post-mint damage and strong design definition. Collectors also enjoy the story that each circulated coin tells. The wear and discoloration of a 1987 quarter reflect its journey through commerce, connecting collectors to the everyday life of past decades. The coin's copper-nickel composition not only ensures durability, but also creates an interesting color contrast when examined closely, offering subtle appeal to numismatists who appreciate the aesthetics of circulation coins. For collectors, the Denver Mint mark can make a difference when assembling sets, as mint-specific coins are often compared for subtle design or strike variations. The 1987 D quarter remains an important piece for those completing comprehensive collections. Despite its dirty appearance, the coin retains value because it can serve as an educational tool, showing how coins circulate and age over time. It also illustrates the impact of handling and environmental exposure on modern coinage. Collectors interested in circulated quarters often seek coins like this for their historical significance, ease of acquisition, and their role in completing state or series collections, particularly the Washington Quarter series. The current market value for a 1987 D Washington Quarter in dirty circulated condition varies depending on eye appeal, but these coins remain in demand due to their place in modern numismatic history. Even circulated examples can attract attention for being part of a complete set. When collecting circulated coins, attention to detail is crucial. Factors such as remaining luster, visibility of design elements, and overall condition affect collector interest and market value, even for coins showing wear. Professional cleaning is generally not recommended, but careful handling and storage in protective holders can preserve the coin's current state and prevent further deterioration, ensuring long-term value. The 1987 Washington Quarter also serves as a reminder of the mint's production during the late 20th century, when coins were both mass-produced for commerce and crafted with care to retain design detail. Collectors enjoy pairing these coins with others from the decade to study differences in strike quality, circulation wear, and mint-specific characteristics, making them excellent learning tools for aspiring numismatists. The coin also serves as a collectible that connects to broader historical themes, such as the U.S. economy of the 1980s, monetary circulation patterns, and the enduring popularity of Washington's portrait. The demand for such coins continues to grow as more collectors seek to complete modern mint sets, and as coins from the 1980s enter the market in increasingly varied conditions, including worn and dirty examples. In conclusion, the 1987 D Washington Quarter in dirty circulated condition remains a valuable piece for collectors who appreciate modern U.S. coinage, historical significance, and the opportunity to complete mint sets. Its design, composition, and connection to the mint's production history make it a highly collectible coin. Owning this coin allows collectors to connect with decades of American history, explore minting practices, and appreciate the continuity of the Washington Quarter series. Even in dirty condition, it tells a story and holds a firm place in the collector market. For enthusiasts, this coin is more than currency. It is a window into the late 20th century, a piece that bridges the gap between history and modern numismatics, and a collectible that continues to hold interest, value, and significance. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1983, struck at the Philadelphia Mint as indicated by its P Mint mark, is a fascinating example of modern U.S. coinage. Despite its dirty circulated condition, this coin continues to attract collectors who are passionate about completing series and exploring historical currency. This coin is part of the classic Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design has endured for decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. On the obverse, the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Even in dirty condition, the details of Washington's profile, his prominent nose, and distinctive hairstyle remain visible, offering a tangible connection to this historical figure. The reverse showcases a majestic eagle with wings outstretched, clutching arrows, and an olive branch. This imagery symbolizes both strength and peace, and it continues to captivate collectors, even on coins that have seen extensive circulation. The 1983 P quarter is composed of a copper-nickel clad, ensuring durability while maintaining the coin's visual appeal over decades of use. This composition has allowed even heavily circulated coins to retain recognizable features. Although this coin shows signs of wear and discoloration, it still holds significant numismatic value due to its specific year and mint. Collectors often seek it to complete sets from the early 1980s or to compare subtle variations in minting. 1983 was a year of transition in American coinage, with coins like this playing an essential role in daily commerce. Despite being widely circulated, finding coins with intact details makes them particularly appealing to collectors. The Philadelphia Mint mark signifies its origin from one of the nation's oldest and most respected minting facilities. Coins from Philadelphia are often compared for their striking quality, making this 1983 quarter important for series collectors. Even with a dirty condition, the coin retains historical significance. Its circulation tells a story of everyday life in the 1980s, connecting collectors with the economic and cultural history of that era. Collectors are drawn to this coin for its durability and accessibility. It represents an opportunity to own a tangible piece of history without the high cost associated with older, rarer coins. The 1983 Washington quarter continues to appeal because of its classic design elements. The sharp lines of the eagle's feathers, even on a worn coin, reveal the meticulous craftsmanship of the mint. Rarity for this coin lies less in mintage numbers and more in its condition. Coins that retain original strike details, even with dirt or wear, are highly sought after for their visual appeal and educational value. Current market value varies based on condition, but even dirty circulated examples maintain moderate collector interest. They are often purchased for completing sets, educational purposes, or as a starting point for novice collectors. The coin's copper-nickel composition not only ensures longevity, but also provides a subtle color contrast, giving it aesthetic appeal when examined closely. Collectors interested in Washington quarters often seek coins from the early 1980s for their historical context. The 1983 P coin fits perfectly into a chronological collection, illustrating the evolution of U.S. minting practices. The dirty condition of this coin reflects its real-world usage, offering a sense of authenticity that pristine examples cannot provide. Each scratch and discoloration is a record of its journey through countless hands. For collectors, the 1983 P quarter is a reminder that even modern coins carry historical weight. Its presence in circulation during a transformative period in U.S. history adds a layer of narrative beyond the metal itself. The coin's appeal is amplified for those completing mint-specific collections. Philadelphia minted quarters are crucial for collectors aiming to assemble a complete chronological set of Washington quarters. Even in a worn and dirty state, the coin provides educational insight into minting techniques, including striking methods, metal composition, and circulation patterns of the 1980s. Collectors should consider the coin's eye appeal and remaining detail when assessing value. Coins with clearer details, even with dirt, often attract more interest than those with excessive wear or corrosion. Proper storage and handling are essential. While cleaning is generally discouraged, placing the coin in a protective holder can prevent further deterioration and preserve its current state. This coin serves as a bridge between history and modern numismatics. Its journey from the Philadelphia Mint to circulation and eventually to collector hands provides insight into the life of U.S. coins. The 1983 P Washington quarter remains highly collectible because it represents continuity in design, a period of economic growth, and the lasting legacy of George Washington on American currency. Collectors appreciate the coin for its role in series completion. It allows enthusiasts to connect with a specific time period and understand the evolution of the Washington Quarter series over decades. In conclusion, the 1983 P Washington Quarter in dirty circulated condition is far more than just a coin. It is a piece of history, a collectible item, and a testament to the enduring legacy of Washington's image on U.S. currency. Even with wear and dirt, it retains value, tells a story, and offers collectors a tangible connection to the past. Its accessibility, historical significance, and design make it a compelling addition to any collection. Owning this coin allows enthusiasts to explore the 1980s in American history, understand minting practices, and appreciate the enduring appeal of the Washington Quarter series. Its narrative continues to captivate collectors today, even on coins that have seen extensive circulation. The 1983 P Quarter is composed of a copper-nickel clad, ensuring durability while maintaining the coin's visual appeal over decades of use. This composition has allowed even heavily circulated coins to retain recognizable features. Although this coin shows signs of wear and discoloration, it still holds significant numismatic value due to its specific year and mint. Collectors often seek it to complete sets from the early 1980s or to compare subtle variations in minting. 1983 was a year of transition in American coinage, with coins like this playing an essential role in daily commerce. Despite being widely circulated, finding coins with intact details makes them particularly appealing to collectors. The Philadelphia Mint mark signifies its origin from one of the nation's oldest and most respected minting facilities. Coins from Philadelphia are often compared for their striking quality, making this 1983 quarter important for series collectors. Even with a dirty condition, the coin retains historical significance. Its circulation tells a story of everyday life in the 1980s, connecting collectors with the economic and cultural history of that era. Collectors are drawn to this coin for its durability and accessibility. It represents an opportunity to own a tangible piece of history without the high cost associated with older, rarer coins. The 1983 Washington Quarter continues to appeal because of its classic design elements. The sharp lines of the eagle's feathers, even on a worn coin, reveal the meticulous craftsmanship of the mint. Rarity for this coin lies less in mintage numbers and more in its condition. Coins that retain original strike details, even with dirt or wear, are highly sought after for their visual appeal and educational value. Current market value varies based on condition, but even dirty circulated examples maintain moderate collector interest. They are often purchased for completing sets, educational purposes, or as a starting point for novice collectors. The coin's copper-nickel composition not only ensures longevity, but also provides a subtle color contrast, giving it aesthetic appeal when examined closely. Collectors interested in Washington quarters often seek coins from the early 1980s for their historical context. The 1983 P coin fits perfectly into a chronological collection, illustrating the evolution of U.S. minting practices. The dirty condition of this coin reflects its real-world usage, offering a sense of authenticity that pristine examples cannot provide. Each scratch and discoloration is a record of its journey through countless hands. For collectors, the 1983 P quarter is a reminder that even modern coins carry historical weight. Its presence in circulation during a transformative period in U.S. history adds a layer of narrative beyond the metal itself. The coin's appeal is amplified for those completing mint-specific collections. Philadelphia minted quarters are crucial for collectors aiming to assemble a complete chronological set of Washington quarters. Even in a worn and dirty state, the coin provides educational insight into minting techniques, including striking methods, metal composition, and circulation patterns of the 1980s. Collectors should consider the coin's eye appeal and remaining detail when assessing value. Coins with clearer details, even with dirt, often attract more interest than those with excessive wear or corrosion. Proper storage and handling are essential. While cleaning is generally discouraged, placing the coin in a protective holder can prevent further deterioration and preserve its current state. This coin serves as a bridge between history and modern numismatics. Its journey from the Philadelphia Mint to circulation and eventually to collector hands provides insight into the life of U.S. coins. The 1983 P. Washington quarter remains highly collectible because it represents continuity in design, a period of economic growth, and the lasting legacy of George Washington on American currency. Collectors appreciate the coin for its role in series completion. It allows enthusiasts to connect with a specific time period and understand the evolution of the Washington Quarter series over decades. In conclusion, the 1983 P. Washington Quarter in dirty circulated condition is far more than just a coin. It is a piece of history, a collectible item, and a testament to the enduring legacy of Washington's image on U.S. currency. Even with wear and dirt, it retains value, tells a story, and offers collectors a tangible connection to the past. Its accessibility, historical significance, and design make it a compelling addition to any collection. Owning this coin allows enthusiasts to explore the 1980s in American history, understand minting practices, and appreciate the enduring appeal of the Washington Quarter series. Its narrative continues to captivate collectors today,